again, Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. First down here for the offense. Power football with the run. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Just need a few inches on this opening drive to pick up a first down. Got it, looking for the first down. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's in night.
And the ball squirted out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
To the air, it's McConnell. Makes the grab on the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Working the middle, it's complete.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Looking downfield, it's McConnell. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get in the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it at the 25. Touchdown, Tiger. That is the ultimate grab and go.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Using his legs, it's Wallace. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Well, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to pass, it's McConnell. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking to go up top on first down. He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. From the gun, the running back has it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going to the ground. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking downfield, it's McConnell. Quickly complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a crease. It's Roberts. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking to pass, it's Horn. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Got it! Touchdown, Tiger! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over USF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Using his legs to buy some time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Grab behind the line. It's Wallace. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down coming up. To the air, it's McConnell. A shot toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They'll give it to him again.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's McConnell. Scrambling away. Going to try to get it himself. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
That's caught. It's Wallace.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Honestly, 3rd and 1, I think you just run the ball now. You just trust in your own guy's ability to be more physical, win the line of scrimmage, and go get that yard. Now with the sack, they're going to have to punt.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to move it through the air. Going deep. He's got it up to 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he added the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. The offense set for a first down play. Looking for a man, it's McConnell. Firing to the right, complete. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Nittany Lions get enough for the 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
And now on 1st down after converting with the run. He's looking to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the 1st half, but man, you're starting to get now in the 2nd half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Turns it on in midfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Oh, they knock it free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on a massive fumble recovery.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Dropping back, it's Horn. Ball in the air, intercepted. Got some room to run. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Missouri, 21, Penn State,
18. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. It's a draw. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Quick completion to the right. Got enough space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. That's his third.
Pulls it in.
Rest of the day, the defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Duke. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw. It's McConnell. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's going to let it go. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with it.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Headed outside for the line, it's Roberts. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. There is a flag down on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, the offense will have to decide whether to take the points off the board. And the offense has a gift back on the field after the costly special teams error. Trying to pound it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's Manning. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Looking for a man. It's McConnell. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll get rid of it. Leaves his feet, makes a nice grab along the right sideline.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Floating away. He's going to run it. On the move is the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a 1st down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And they almost had a connection on the long pass, but the receiver couldn't make the grab in bounds.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody can catch it.
Here's the handoff. Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.